A lot of people want to know how I feel about you going to the draft. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So here is the deal. Kyle and I are filming a Q&A. First off, my nails are ratchet, just don't look at them because I got dip done and I'm too lazy to go to the nail salon for them to take it off. So I've just been waiting for them to peel off slowly, and the ones that have, I just painted over, so don't look at my nails. Second off, I'm waiting for Kyle currently right now at the airport because he gets in very soon, but I got here so early, so I thought I would kill the time by answering some questions by myself, and then the rest of this video will be Kyle and I. So I thought I would just answer the questions that just like pertain to me specifically, and then the ones that are more Kyle and I we will answer together. So I kind of remembered some questions in my brain, so because I'm on my phone, so I can't look at them because I'm on my phone. Yeah. So some of the first a lot of questions I was getting was actually about school. Like, oh, excuse me. Someone asked me what my major was, and I am a communications major, and I go to DePaul University with a W, not an L, because people get confused. It's so small. It's in Greencastle, Indiana, and I mean, it's like 2,000 people, maybe like 500 more than that. Some other people asked what grade I was in school, and I'm technically Kyle's age. Like, I'm supposed to be a junior in college, but credit-wise, I'm a senior, so I'm graduating a year early from college, so I'm a senior, but I'm supposed to be a junior. So that's what grade I am. And then some people asked me about law school specifically, and they asked like why I wanted to go to law school, or have I always wanted to go to law school. Just a lot of questions about law school, and I have wanted to go to law school since I was a little kid. It's always something I said I was going to do since I don't like when people ask me what I wanted to do from a very young age. I said I wanted to be a lawyer, and now I am going to law school, which is so crazy. Just updating you guys, Kyle has landed. Oh. Kyle's with me
once again.
Okay, we're gonna answer the questions now. There's a lot. Like,
oh wow,
there's a lot.
I'm not gonna get to all those.
No, we're not. We'll have to do like a part 2.
I see the first one.
How did you know Kyle was the right guy for you?
Boom.
Well, how did you know I was the right?
No, it's not asking that.
I feel like, I don't know, this question's so hard to answer. Not because I don't have reason. You know, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's just, he was my best friend, and I feel like it's important to like be really good friends with the person you're going to marry, because there's going to be seasons when you're not really in love and you have to rely on that friendship, you know? So I feel like that.
Go on.
Thanks. I'm not good at answering questions like that.
You're not. Next one.
Well, how did you know?
That's not what it's asking.
Well, I want to know.
No, it's just not what it's asking.
See, you can't even answer it. This one says, if you and Kyle didn't meet in the 8th grade, do you think you'd still find each other still? Like, we would still somehow, like, run in and find each other? Do you think we would?
Yeah,
I think we would, too. Like, especially because our schools played each other, and we would have run into each other somehow, some way.
She's hot. I would have shot my shot on Instagram if I didn't see her in person, so.
This asks what your favorite Bible verse is.
We were just talking about this the other day.
Yeah. Mine's be still, God will fight for you. That's like my number 1 favorite.
Joshua 1:9.
That's your favorite?
Mm-hmm.
This one says, what's one thing y'all disagree on the most? Do you have an answer?
Silence. I don't. Do you?
I don't know. I feel like most of the time, like when we fight, it's more so it's like the different ways that we were raised coming out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Like, yeah. I know what you mean.
That's how I feel. Like, I was just, like, I tend to be more feisty, and you tend to be more, like, compassionate. So I feel like the only time we what we disagree on the most is how to handle certain situations, because sometimes like I want to be more like straightforward and you think we need to like maybe put some sugar on what I'm about to say.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, I feel
well
like,
said, 100%.
Yeah. Will you go to Disney World again?
You already know.
Not until we have children.
Already know.
I'm not going there again until we have kids.
We'll see. Mm-hmm.
It's not my favorite place to go. If we're gonna go on a vacation, I want to be by a pool or at the beach, relaxing. You know?
I know.
Okay. This one says, what's the date you and Kyle are getting married?
July 25th.
Yo.
Yo.
Yo. This one said, how did you and Kyle meet?
Well, we
I
met.
feel like we've told this story
We
before.
have, but I'll do a quick version.
I'll
go
put a little card of how we met story time for the long version, but you can get the short version.
Yeah, short version. We met at a high school basketball game. We were both in 8th grade. She was going to the school that the game was at. I wanted to see Gary Harris play. Me and my cousin went, and they knew each other, and then bam, she couldn't keep her hands off me since.
Whatever. This one says, what will you guys do with Kyle in the NBA and you at Notre Dame?
Well, it's nice to know where she's going to be.
Yeah.
She'll be at Notre Dame. So all I have to worry about is where I am, and we're just going to make it work like we have been so far.
Yeah, I mean, when we decided to get married young, we knew that we wouldn't be in the same place our first 3 years of marriage. Like, we just knew that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was something, like, we talked about, and we decided to get married anyways, because we'd rather just be married.
Right.
So it doesn't really matter. Like, it never really mattered if you're going back to school or not, because, she's going to, oh, she must be looking for something. She was just looking very intently. What was I gonna say? Because a lot of people are like, oh, he was like planning to leave UVA all along because he's getting married. Like, you're leaving because you're getting married, and that was never the case. Like, our marriage has nothing to do with that decision. Like, whether he's at Virginia or not at Virginia, we just knew it would be long distance, and we just accepted that, and we prepared ourselves for that. And everyone's version of marriage is different, so.
Set my seat up. Yours is so much higher than mine.
Yeah.
Why is mine not going higher?
Oh, I think you can only do it on the driver's seat. Why do I look taller than you? Does it bother you?
Yeah, that's bothering me a lot.
Did Kyle ever consider transferring to Notre Dame?
Sorry, babe. Nope.
I know. I think that's so funny. People are still saying that. Like, people are still saying if it doesn't work out, you're just gonna be a grad transfer at Notre Dame. I'm like, that's.
Well, it's too late for that because I have no eligibility.
I know
left.
that too, and I'm like, that was just never an option. This one says, what has been the best date Kyle has taken you on? Oh, I have to answer that. I don't know. Not in a bad way, but I feel like we've just been on so many dates. Well, recently we haven't, but
recently we've been slacking.
Yeah, we haven't been on that many dates recently, so that's why I feel like I'm blanking. Like, the most recent dates that we went on, though, were really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we went to Downtown Grill, and we put our phones away, like, the whole entire dinner, and it was really nice. Mm-hmm. And before that, we, like, went to a rooftop and watched the sunset and ate food, and then went and got dinner, and that night was really fun, too. I don't know. All of our dates are fun, because we barely
get... That was more your date for me, though. Devil's Den, because that was your idea.
Oh, that was so fun.
But that was your date for me.
Yeah, we stopped at this really cool underwater spring on our way to Florida, and that was really, really cool. That was a really fun day. I don't know. I feel like I like every date we go on because we barely get to go on them. So when we do go on them,
yeah.
They're always fun. If you and Kyle had to live in a different state, what would it be? I think we have the same answer.
San Diego?
Yeah.
San Diego.
Yeah, California for sure. How many kids do you and Kyle want?
For me, max 4, minimum 2.
I want 2 kids. Honestly, I think
Tell me your reasoning why you won't have 3 kids.
We've already talked about this on this channel.
Real quick.
Because I just don't like the idea of there being an uneven number. Because if we have 3 kids and they all 3 have a game on the same day, one kid is not going to have a parent at their game. Like, that sucks.
That was not your reasoning before.
Well, also when we go to amusement parks, it's an uneven number. It's like the same logic,
bring
though.
A friend, though. That's different.
I
like
kids,
your I like
but
your
I also think it depends on like how we like our first kids. Like, I don't know if I'll like being pregnant and like I don't know if I'll like
me doing everything for you.
Yeah, so I think it just right now 2. But if I love being pregnant and I love having kids, then maybe we'll have more than 2. Okay.
Okay.
Do you still get butterflies?
Easy.
Yeah.
She just picked me up from the airport and I got butterflies.
But it's not one of those things where we have like butterflies all the time.
Oh no.
Like, love doesn't work that way, people. It's not realistic. But I do still get the butterflies. Like, after I haven't seen you for a long time and I'm coming to see you.
When you say something smooth.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people want to know how I feel about you going to the draft.
Speak away. I'm all ears.
I mean, I don't really like. I don't know how they want. Like, what do you mean? How do I feel? Like,
How do you feel? Are you happy?
Yeah, like, I'm so happy for you, and like, I'm happy that you get to chase your dreams, and all that good stuff. Like, I don't really. My role as your soon-to-be wife is just like to support you and encourage you in everything that you want to do. So.
Right.
That's how I feel. Would you rather stay in or go out on a date?
I'd say we're more of a go out on a date type, but as of late, it's been staying.
Yeah, I guess it really just depends on what's going on. Like, if we've been interacting with a lot of people and going,
get overwhelmed, but
and
I'm done.
Yeah, and we have to go to so many things. It's like, okay, now that we have time together, like, let's just lay here because we're so exhausted from being like emotionally spent, I guess.
Yeah, I agree with
But then if it's like we've been around each other for a while, then we want to go on a date. I don't know. It depends on what else is going on at the time.
We were gonna go on a date tonight, but we decided to go to Steak and Shake.
Yeah. That's kind of a date.
Oh,
it's just not like a dress up, go out date. Yeah. This person said, what are your thoughts on this season of Game of Thrones? Any theories / predictions?
Ooh, spoiler alert.
I've been very disappointed with the first 2 episodes.
The second one was way better than the first, though.
Did you just fart?
Yeah.
Yeah, the second one was better, but no one has died yet. There's only 6 episodes. Like, I'm tired of them. 4. That's what I mean. Like, there's only 6. And the first 2 were them just, like, setting stuff up. Like, I feel like they could have moved it along a little faster.
I feel like the second episode was perfect. They had to set it up right before they got there. But the first episode was slow for no reason. They were just showing people getting in the same place. But let's talk about the fun stuff. Let's talk about the
Okay, Daenerys is definitely pregnant with Jon Snow's baby. I don't know what's going to happen. Oh, our theory that Jon Snow, Tyrion, and Dany are all Targaryens.
Right, and we just confirmed that 2 of them are.
I think the White Walker, like king, he's also a Targaryen.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
I think he's a Targaryen.
If he rides the dragon,
he has rode the dragon.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah, he did at like the very end of last season.
I didn't know he rode it. I thought he just like sent it. You sure?
I know he interacted and had a connection with the dragon. Okay. What's it like being engaged so young? Did you expect Kyle to propose? Yes, I expected him to propose because we talked about how I wanted him to propose like every time I was with him. And like we planned on getting married really young. So it like wasn't a shock.
Pretty much.
I think the only thing that sucks about being engaged so young is that like no one really views you as adults.
This is true.
Really? Are you and Kyle planning on having kids after law school and possibly buying a house?
Yes.
Yeah. I think if I wasn't going to law school, we would have kids so soon.
Probably.
Like after a year of marriage, like we would probably have a kid. So I think law school's good because it's making us wait to have kids.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, there's a lot of people that are asking about long distance. So
check out our podcast.
Yeah, I have a podcast and I did a whole episode about long distance and the tips that we have to get through long distance. And it's really good, so you should definitely listen to it, and I will link it down below. Yeah, okay, well, maybe we'll do a part 2 if people want a part 2, because we didn't even look through half the questions. So that is it for this video. We're gonna go get Dairy Castle, which is an ice cream place here in Greencastle. Okay, bye.
Deuces.